Hello, everybody who's joined so far. Alright, this NASA live stream is getting to me. I don't need you to tell me all these stories. Artemis ain't doing anything for a while. She's on the dark side of the moon. As of right now, so about 2 minutes ago, as a matter of fact. So, right on schedule. And I have my main candle lit. The ritual candles will come around at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's Central Time here. I'm in Chicago, so it's 5:47:27 p.m. You guys are going to do that every time, aren't you? There's my notebook. I just got some notes. Please hit the heart and share this so we get people in there. I hope you should be seeing me on this live right now. Also, but you don't have to. We're all going to do this at 7 o'clock. So, this was the idea. How symbolic is this, right? The fact that Artemis 2 is now on the dark side of the moon, has just lost contact with Earth. Artemis, the sister of Apollo, right? This heavy nature goddess, huntress goddess. Very much protector of the downtrodden. And coming through the dark side and into the light. So it's this beautiful transition into bringing that matriarchal, that healthy matriarchal energy and all of that back into the light. And up with matriarchy, right? Because I know we're sick of this patriarchal stuff. At this point, we're tired of it. So we're just doing a little group ritual. And this is definitely also a land back ritual because, yes, we're going to. Because who better to steward the land than the stewards of the land? And that's part of this too. Artemis being a nature goddess. It's about returning to the ways of caring for the earth, not sucking it dry of everything we can possibly suck it dry of, only to move on to another planet. Come on, y'all. Let's get real about that. So, anyway, I have some notes somewhere in my note. There we go. I have notes. Who the heck am I? Well, I'm revmeggus. Nice to meet you. I'm an unordained priest of Hades. And what are we doing tonight? Well, we're doing a ritual for the return of matriarchal power. And this is an all-inclusive land-back ritual. And please know, if you happen to be in a marginalized, oppressed community, there will be a lot of healing coming through. So you are invited to just receive. That's all you need to do. If that's all you want to do. You can do whatever the heck you want, though. You can join in any way. And I am, for all intents and purposes, what I do, the work, energy work that I do, I'm a master instructor of integrated energy therapy, but I'm a hollow bone journey practitioner, and this has me, well, I act as a conduit for divine energy. I bring in messages and healing. The energy that comes through is not me. It's not from me. It comes from the divine, and it comes from the highest and best. And we always set the intention to bring in and hold only the highest and best, work with the highest and best, and that keeps us safe and protected, and it also brings us right into the vibration of our highest and best, especially as a collective here. But, again, this is not my energy. I'm the conduit. And so I am acting as that conduit, joining everybody who is lighting a candle so we can put all this energy out into the universe and up with some matriarchy, for heaven's sakes. If you are joining, this is also going to be kind of like a guided meditation. So, you're welcome to light your candle and sit back and enjoy. This is how it works. And that energy comes through. You can focus. You can do what you will. You may get messages directly and have your own experiences. Things like that may happen because whatever. We're all woo. It happens. It's a thing. So, Or you may want to move, and all of that is good. You know, dancing is a good thing with Artemis. So if you feel the need to dance or put on some music, whatever you feel called to do in your own private places. And I'm just going to be sitting here with the candle in front of me, staring at the screen, probably also bringing through some divine messages during this. So thank you for getting through it. But I like the disclaimers. Also, big disclaimer, this ritual is given with consent and received with consent by all who choose to participate for the highest and best of all beings. So that's what we're asking you to consent to. This is for everyone's highest and best here. And it is only given and received with consent. So if this isn't something that you want, you don't consent, then you don't consent. And it's all good. So what the heck are we doing? Well, we're going to ritualize this symbolic moment of this Artemis 2 spaceship flying behind the moon. Because it is so profoundly symbolic. So as this, imagine this goddess, this beautiful nature nurturing mother goddess coming out from behind this darkness into the light and just spreading that beautiful matriarchal power back into the world, a more equitable way of living, a more balanced way of living, more equanimity. We're providing protection to the crew as they're over there out of radio contact, and also pulling the sacred Mother of Earth back into the light to nurture all beings and to uplift the oppressed, marginalized, and war-torn, restore the matriarchy. That's what we're doing. Counterculture, hooray! So, and we want to bring balance, equity, equanimity, justice, freedom, and peace to all beings. So that's about it. And what happens is, y'all, we'll light our candles at 7, and then I will close my eyes and move into hollow bone and start moving this energy. And y'all are, again, invited to participate however you feel called to do this. And we will send that energy out into the universe at 7:25 p.m., which is, or when she emerges. I might keep that NASA Artemis stream going in the background just to have a little visual there. So I can also monitor how they're doing. Anyway, that's what we're doing. So all you have to do is light a candle and allow for it to happen, and it'll be great. But if anybody has any questions, apparently there's an AI summary in there, which I didn't consent to, but I'll tell you what, it's got a good summary. It's a guided ritual for matriarchal power during Artemis 2's mission, and that's exactly what it is. So there you go. Oh my God. I don't know if I have... I'm such a fly-by-night. Spirit was like, do this! And I did. And, well, comment settings. I don't know if I have. Comments are allowed. Okay. I know, right? Jeez. Well, when you use AI for good, it's kind of like money. It's kind of a tool like money. Use it for good, it can be good. Use it for bad, it can be kind of garbage. So, but that's what it's about. So we're leveraging all our individual tools, connecting them through the hollow bone that I do, and making a difference in the world. And then we get to do our stuff together. 5:55 it was. I missed that. That's okay. I got 1,000 other numbers today. So in 4 minutes we will light that candle again. If you're just joining me, hi. If you're not, remember to hit the hearts and share that button or copy link or whatever so it gets out to more people. We got a good number of people watching anyway. I've invited people. And there may be some of my hollow bone colleagues in the background doing this too, which is really nice because that's always good support to have. space and time really don't make a difference. I should also be recording this. So, fingers crossed, this recording will then go up as a standalone guided meditation afterwards for folks to listen to and rework if you want. So I'll probably put that up on a platform. That may not be this one, so we'll see what happens. Did we see? Yes, it does say Reverend. Okay, cool. I wrote this backwards so people could read it. We got 3 minutes. So I'm going to start too with a prayer to Artemis, who is a delightful goddess. And I will not talk about Artemis. And if you feel guided to look, to do some information seeking on Artemis, then I encourage you to do so. But I would rather that be something you want to do. But since, you know, she's involved in this ritual, what can I say? You know, but she is also balanced and fair and working for the good of all beings. So we're just going to start with a prayer to Artemis and have her, let's see. If you're here, if you're listening, I don't know. Maybe we can, you know, Artemis the huntress, the archer. You can even imagine if you're having some thoughts about what you want to do when we release that energy at 7:25. Maybe you can think of releasing it in like a big bow. Shooting that into the air. Giving the matriarchy some fire. Because we need it. We're not burning things down. We are not. But sometimes we want to. We got 40 seconds, something like that. All right. And close enough is close enough. Spirit wanted me to be kind of loosey-goosey with this because Spirit said it's not really about, you know, everything needing to be perfect. It's just about going with the flow and connecting with the energy when it's there. And also looking for those moments like this. These are big, you know, public events that draw the attention of millions of people, and things like this tend to open people's hearts and open them to wonder. And so this is a good time to bring some of that wonder back into the light, to bring some of that joy and love and balance and respect and kindness and compassion back into the world. On the strong arms of the matriarchy, the train goes by, barreling through, can't stop it now. Welcome to our ritual. I'm revmeggus, unordained priest of Hades, divine servant and hollow bone. I act as a channel, a conduit for divine energy. And I'm bringing that into our ritual tonight. So all who listen are also welcome to receive. You are also welcome to just receive. You are welcome to combine efforts into this big power push we're going to do at 7:25. But if you're listening, you might want a guided meditation. So we're going to do that too. So just go ahead and settle in wherever you are. Make yourself comfortable. And just relax. Start breathing a little slower than normal. Just a little slower. Really trying to match the length of your inhales and your exhales. And I want you all to think about unconditional love. And this is a pretty touchy subject because a lot of us have struggled to experience that in our lifetimes. But it's there and we have experienced it, whether that be for a place in nature or for a pet, for a loved one, a friend. That unconditional love that doesn't have to give to receive, that doesn't have to give or receive, to just be. And invite that into your heart. As you breathe in, just breathe that into your heart space. And that's the energy of the divine. The divine is unconditional love, and it is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And love will not be denied, so as you continue to breathe in, it will continue to fill up your heart space, spilling over into your physical body, and beginning to fill that up too, touching everything with love. Unconditional love touching all the sore points, all the anxieties, all the worries, all the fears, and just holding them in love. And letting you be in this space of peace and calm and unconditional love of the divine. And once that energy fills up your physical body, it doesn't stop there because love cannot be denied. And so it will then spill out into your energy field, starting with the layer closest to your body, which is the physical layer, holding all of the memories of all the experiences of your physical body and the physical world. And once that fills up, it moves into the emotional layer, holding all of the memories and all the experiences of all your emotions, good, bad, all being touched with love. And into the mental layer, holding all of your beliefs, ideas, interactions, thoughts, inspirations, good and bad, all being touched with love. And finally moving into the spiritual layer, furthest from the body, enclosing you in a sphere, a bubble of unconditional love. That spiritual layer holding all the memories of all of your lifetimes, all of your lives, all being touched with love. And as we sit here with our candles, in our balls of unconditional love, imagine those spheres starting to glow. Starting to glow brilliant, white, yellow, orange, pink. Very white, bright light coming out of the center of our spheres. And that energy, that light, merges together. Creating a ball of light, a tiny star of light. It's much smaller than our star in our solar system, so it's also very mobile. So we move it. We move it back to the dark side of the moon. Where we find Artemis out of contact, out of radio contact, and shining that light down on the crew as they complete this historic mission. And the first woman to travel around to the moon and back, shining that bright star down on Artemis, down on the dark side of the moon, illuminating all that is hidden, all that is in shadow. And filling that with energy and intention towards our focus this evening. The return of the matriarchy, of a balanced way of living, of a respectful way of living, the way our grandparents and ancestors lived for millions of years. Surrounding that spacecraft with protection. Building up that positive matriarchal energy that she will explode onto us, onto the earth, onto our little star of light as she emerges from the darkness. In just under 20 minutes. This energy is beautiful, by the way. I am so thrilled and proud and grateful to be doing this with every single one of you who has joined this evening. So grateful. Oh, okay. And so we have some time, the ancestors say, to bring in some healing before Artemis emerges from the dark side of the moon. So the ancestors want to say, this is some of the work that I do with them. I work with the dead, and the dead have learned this work from me, and together we work to heal the living and the dead, and to lift some of the burdens of ancestral and generational trauma and cycles off of the living, with the help of the divine. And that's what we do. And they're pretty great, these ancestors. They really like coffee and silly songs. And they add to this working their strength and their power and their knowledge and their wisdom and their understanding. Many of these have been lost over time. But when we do work in and through the hollow bone, time is not a problem. Thank the ancestors for their protection, their guidance, their wisdom. And for the knowledge they are sharing with us, the understandings, so that we may become the true keepers of the earth like they were. And remember that as our duty and our mission. To protect our mother, we must lead like mothers. Someone said that. We have a responsibility and a duty to all life on this planet, and not just our own species, not just our own races or colors, but all life on this planet that lives here in unison and should not have to fight each other for abundance. We call for an end to wars, for an end to greed, for an end to slavery, for an end to oppression, for an end to harm, for an end to genocide. We pray for an end. We call for an end. And I guess this is how it's working out, because I did not read the hymn or the poem to Artemis, the prayer to Artemis at the beginning, but we're going to do it now because she's going to assist with bringing in many of these blessings. So, with much gratitude to Artemis, luminous Artemis, keen-eyed huntress, delighting in arrows, swift-footed wanderer of woodlands, beloved daughter of thundering Zeus and fair Leto, your aim is unequaled, your strength exceeding. The mountains are yours to wander. Graceful one who runs through thorn and thistle with never a scratch. To the helpless you offer protection, to the lost your guidance. Your shining arrows bring justice to the subdued. O guardian of woods, I praise and honor you. Thank you for protecting Earth, our mother. May we too become defenders of the wild, defenders of the earth, guardian of woods, protecting our natural spaces, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we eat, for us, for our children and our children's children, and for generations to come. There should be no struggle on a planet full of abundance. Every child fed, housed, clothed, safely, learning. May we learn to live together again in community, to know the true meaning of the village, to let those who are most well acquainted with these ways of life lead us land back. May the land be returned to those who steward it, have protected it for longer than any of the rest of us have been here. That was a beautiful confirmation, knocking on the door. I'm seeing beautiful pinks and greens and golden threads in this energy that is surrounding Artemis. Don't scare the crew. It's a beautiful joy, and that is at the heart of it, the joy that returns to the world. The joy that returns to the world with the sacred feminine, with that powerful matriarchal energy. How many people are so unaware of what that means because they've never lived in it and do not understand the nature of their own existence in the patriarchal society, whether it favors them or not. If any of you are having your own experiences, which you probably are, and some of you, and you would like to share them with me, please, by all means, send me a DM. This is pretty amazing work, but I feel all of this energy swirling around us. Glowing bright in the darkness, soon to emerge from the darkness and back into the light. Protectors of nature, nurturers of children, emerging from the darkness into the light to guard, to care for, to respect Mother Earth and all her children. Freedom for the oppressed, the war-torn, those being eliminated, removed, snuffed out like candles. We will continue to shine a light on that darkness until it comes to an end, sooner than later. For a return to a balanced, supportive way of being, not the old normal, but a new normal, one that works best for all beings, one that respects the old ways and the sacred, with the future of humanity and our potential. One that is balanced and fair, and values life and all its nuance. Let's see where Artemis is. She's coming out. Got about 5 minutes. Thank you to everyone here participating in this and raising energy. This is such a beautiful ritual, and I am so grateful for your help and support. The energy is just glorious. And I hope you all have been receiving, because there's been a lot to receive. And if not, well, take a moment now and just pause and allow yourself to receive. The focus, the drive, the energy, the ability, the freedom to create and be in an equitable world. That benefits all, not just few. To uplift and empower the marginalized and oppressed. Those who hold the knowledge of the old ways and the wisdom. Respect beyond your names and your lives. Abundance be on your plate and in your life. And may we share that together as we were always meant to be. Thank you for sharing your energy and intentions in this ritual, everyone who's here. Rest assured, all of you are doing great. You're doing great. Even if you don't feel like it. Probably, especially if you don't feel like it. You're probably doing better than most. It's your spiritual pep talk for the ritual. May our voices not be silenced, but ring free and true and speak truth. May our ears be sharp and wise and hear truth. May our hearts be open and loving and know truth. They are standing by to acquire signal while we are almost into the light. Everyone, focus your intentions on releasing that energy out into the universe. I'll give you the signal once they've made reconnected radio contact, if you're listening. 62444 on the clock, and now we're about 10 minutes away from pull back that giant arrow, bow and arrow of Artemis, and send that energy shooting off into the universe. Let your intentions free. May the matriarchy return, grow strong. May we all prosper and love and care for each other under it. May we care for our planet as we care for each other. May we know the value of the old ways and wisdom just as we know the value of modern technology and science. And may we protect always the downtrodden and marginalized and oppressed, and work to uplift their voices so that they may be heard. I have the tingles like crazy. This is beautiful. Oh, we're getting close. And we're back. And we're back. Let's let all that energy release off into the universe. Shoot your bow. And feel the joy and the love that we have generated together, all of us. This beautiful energy of healing and intention. for a way of life, for a world, for a way of being that works so much better for everyone. And with our intentions, we can all be a part of that. And we already are. And I encourage all of you to go out into the world and find other ways that you can connect with your community and build that beautiful strength and community locally and connection. So we need it now more than ever. Oh, you're so welcome, Ira. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We get to just kind of bask in this glow. Wherever you are, however you are right now, just bask in how wonderful this feels. All of this beautiful love and intention and strength of all of us working together. Together we're unstoppable. Just saying. My hands are dry as a bone though. My lotion's in the other room, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. Alright. Some of you may be just sort of returning back into the regular world now, if that meditation took you somewhere. Start coming back to your body. Feeling the surface underneath you where you are sitting or relaxing. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And still holding that love energy in your heart. Still holding that, because that's available to you at all times. And you can access that. Just put your right hand on your heart. Anytime you want to access that unconditional love, just do that and breathe into it just like we did in this ritual. Thank you to the ancestors, gods, guides, guardians, masters, angels, deity, and other beings who have joined us for this ritual. Very grateful for your presence and support, and thank you to everyone who participated in this. There's some really good energy we're putting out into the world, and I'm so thankful and grateful we can all do this together. And I'm on for another 15 minutes-ish. Man, the divine is nothing if not timely. So if anybody has any questions or wants to share anything that they experienced, I'd love to hear. Otherwise, my hands are really dry. And my lotion is in the other room, and I already said that. But I'm going to take this silly deck. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm really glad that I could share this with everyone. And I'm really glad that all of you were in here. I'm really glad. I'm like, I gotta tag everyone. Spirit's like, you'll tag the right people. So I did tag the right people. Let's keep on sending more good into the world. I think I'm gonna do these on the moons, on the Esbats. The Esbats. The full moon and the new moon. For those not in the know of the Esbats. Just to reinforce this and keep sending that energy out there. Oh wow. Me absent-mindedly shuffling and putting down a card and not even really paying attention. Guess what it is? It's the Queen of Pentacles. That's a very Earth Mother matriarchal card, for sure. That's beautiful. We did good. The energy was beautiful. Our intentions were very clear. And what I also felt is just, I think everybody was really on the same page with it too. I think we all have inside of us those who joined and there's a lot more than just the people who were in this live. That's something that I guess to think about, is that we all have those same intentions of returning things to how they should be. And there's a feeling of support that came through with this little ritual healing. There's a really deep feeling of support, and Spirit would love for you to carry that with you. Carry that forward and just know that this support is there for you at any time. Artemis is back in the light. This was cool. This was fun. And I'm just going to leave the live stream up because the chats all got hearts popping up. This is the NASA's Artemis live stream. Chat's got hearts popping up, and everybody from all over the world is like celebrating. So that's the other, that energy is also going into this, and it's just beautiful. Everyone's like, congratulations, hello world, hooray. It's a beautiful thing when we can be united in things like this. Although it rings hollow right now with what's happening in the world, and most of us knowing how much of a distraction it is from other things that are pretty serious. But as an 80s kid, there was something really magical about being able to watch, a space shuttle launch or some other NASA launch. Especially because my dad worked at NASA. Although he passed away long before that started happening. But there is a collective sense of wonder and joy in events like these. In just human ingenuity and in human achievement. And hey, now we got a woman to the moon. Can we get queers to the moon next? Can we get Can we get RuPaul's Drag Race on the moon now? Let's not. Let's not. Sorry. Oh, spirits everywhere. And they sure are funny, aren't they? But there is that collective sense of joy and wonder, and I think we can tap into it more often. And there's been a lot of heavy anger in the air in the world and around us, and obviously so. It's been very rough. It's been very rough in so many ways that I couldn't even begin to give, due time to all of it. But it doesn't have to be like this. And the more we can come together and work together and stand up for what we believe in, connecting from all places, all over the world at this point. To create the world that we want to create. That is co-creation, my friends, is what that is. Congratulations, you have co-created with a bunch of people all over the place in ritual tonight, and there has been a small handful of you in this live, and I'm really grateful for y'all being here. Thank you so much for all those hearts I see popping up. And I do want to share this more often, and Spirit's got its own ideas on timing, of course. swear words, divine timing. But, you know, it happens when it happens. So it happened, and we're going to do it more. And I hope you all will join me, and I hope you all will spread the word. And I hope to also rope in some other cool folks, especially if you are Black, Indigenous, person of color, spiritual person who wants to share your stuff. Because if we're going to do this the right way, then we need to make you all front and center. I'm just the conduit. I'm just the hollow bone, you know. Others can run the show. I am still feeling that. It feels so nice. I have my little, this is my big ritual candle, and then the little Artemis spell candle, which has a bunch of Abre Camino in it. So hopefully we're going to open some road. Also, I don't know if anybody else has ever thought of this, but I didn't even think about this. I just have had my salt in one of these things, like the little ketchup thing. But when you put your salt in this, you can just decorate it. You can just, like a cake decorator, you can just squeeze it into whatever patterns you want on your altar, and it looks really nice. You don't have to sprinkle anything. You can just, you know, ketchup your ritual space, but with salt. And it works really well. Just simple things. I don't know if they make them in non-plastic versions, but the plastic one works really well, and it's salt. So there you go. Okay, I got 7 minutes, so let's see if there's any. Okay, there's 2. You can wait on those 2 at a time. Nice. Yes. Okay, so. You know what we did? You know what we did? We got smart. Ace of Swords. You know what we did? We brought all of that fiery, powerful energy and did the things. Very good. Very well done. Oh, yes. And I don't do inverses, so. Queen of Wands says, yes, freedom has been obtained. Be released from the bondage. Matriarchy has been released from bondage. And on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. This is good. This is very good. What did I say? Equanimity? That word? This is the embodiment which the 6 of Swords embodies. Because we all need a break. We all need a damn vacation. We all need some chill. We all need some good chill. We all need to... You know, because it was like at the beginning of the pandemic that everybody was like, I need to really start thinking about, you know, how I spend my time and valuing my time. And then the country was like, oh no, you're just going to get back to work and you're going to like it. The pandemic's over. Take care, you know. As if. But anyway. No, it's not over. Number 1. Number 2, we need a break. Because nobody wants to spend their time like this. And that's what we're doing. Bringing that energy in. And look at this. 9 of Wands. We've been through it. We know what we're doing. We know how to protect ourselves. Look at that. 4 of Wands. Celebrate because we did it. And that's all you need to do. That's our intentions off into the world. Ooh, I forgot to light you, sir. There we go. Joining in for the close. Just my little ritual pot. My little God pot. So... Thank you, everybody, so much for joining. I will probably do this again. I will definitely do this again. There's a lot of things that Spirit is like, you're going to do that again. This is one of them. So I'm going to do this again. And please, you know, follow me like whatever you need to do to get me popped up back on your stuff so that I can share with you that information when it happens. Thank you all so much for doing this. It was short notice, and y'all were like, heck yes, I'm doing it. And you did it, and we did it, and it's going to be great. And so with hollow bone stuff, there's generally, as we close this, there's generally like 48 to 72 hour period after this happens that you'll be integrating all of this beautiful stuff that you accepted. And messages and whatever can continue to come through. So if that happens, yeah, that's cool. It's a thing. Do not worry. Y'all are spiritual people, so I know you will get it. Be open to that. Be open to receiving. Be open to receiving abundance. And what you are rightfully due is what I have just heard. So, thank you all for your kind hearts and your beautiful, loving hearts for making this possible. And I gotta wear the other glasses next time because I can't read a damn thing on this screen. Sorry, I'm staring. This is my spirit communication cauldron, and they're saying some very lovely things. Thank you all so much for being here. And I am going to head out now, I think. I'll do a follow-up video tomorrow or something like that. Thank you all so much. Love you dearly. Take care. Bye.